get one. Burn it off. So.
Bullying knocks down thousands of kids every day. But when one person stands, another one will stand with them. Pacer's National Bullying Prevention Center started a movement. Every October, hundreds of schools participate in Pacer's National Bullying Prevention Month. The Pacers staff has responded to over 6,000 requests for help and support.
A small-town boy wanted nothing more than to run cross-country. Cross-country was never on the table here at Upper Dauphin area. Brendan Miller took it upon himself to convince the school to throw some spikes on and run cross-country for the first time in 2016. With the support of many coaches, friends, and family, he began to quickly accomplish goals that he never imagined prior to high school. Miller is a two-time district champion and qualified for the state meet 2 years in a row. After a disappointing finish last year in the state meet, Miller upped his game this year at Hershey, placing second at the PIAA state title meet. Racing for the state crown 2 years in a row, Brendan Miller has left a legacy here at UDA. The TNN crew and the community would like to congratulate Brendan Miller for his commitment to run at the Division I level and continue his education at St. Francis University.
A leader is a person who has a vision, a drive, and a commitment to achieve that vision, and the skills to make it happen. What makes leaders different is that they act. They take the steps to achieve their vision. Whatever it is a strength that lets leaders move their vision forward despite all the obstacles. The true leader perseveres and moves forward. A trait of a leader is that they have integrity. People have to believe that you are pursuing your goal because it is the right thing to do. A leader is positive. A leader encourages and rewards people and makes you want to do it right. Leaders refuse to let anyone or anything get in the way of achieving a goal. They constantly and consistently drive forward towards their goal.
Good evening, parents, faculty, Mr. Shade, Mr. Smeltz, Honor Society members and inductees. Awards at graduation notwithstanding, induction into the National Honor Society is the highest recognition of scholastic achievement this school offers. Students are inducted into this honor society because their achievement, measured by their grades, meets the established criteria, because they have documented involvement in school and community activities to qualify, and because their teachers have vouched for their character. Students, achievement is an end in and of itself, regardless of what you plan to do, where you plan to go, or what you will become. It behooves us all to do our best, whatever that may be. You students are here, all of you, because you met the standards. However, I ask you, have you done your best? In the days and the years ahead, you will have many decisions to make, the greatest of which is what to do with yourselves. Go to work, to join the military, go to trade school, or to go to college. Hopefully, you understand what it means to do your best and how to apply that to choosing a path in life. If you do your best, you may write your own ticket for what life has to offer, rather than settling for what comes your way. If you have aspirations, you should follow them. However, temper your decisions with realism. You may want to be a professional musician, but you may have to wait tables for a long time before your horn pays the bills. If you wish to join the Navy and see the world, go ahead, but choose carefully there too. You'll actually have to do something aboard ship besides sightseeing. And remember, if you cherish personal space, you may find being in a steel tube beneath the ocean with 150 of your closest friends to be a little confining. You may also remember, on that note, that the United States military does not issue deodorant, but they make it available at a reasonable price. That said, one of the things you have learned in school is that you and all people are in a constant act of becoming. Every day, all of us keep changing. It is up to us to continue to change for the better. Very few people choose one career or one direction in life and get to keep it their entire lives. You must be prepared to change, to learn and keep learning, and have the courage to strive to get better. It is easy to remain the same, but it takes courage to take risks and to grow. So I advise you, give your best effort, take risks and grow. When success comes, that diet of Kraft macaroni and cheese and Pop-Tarts will be but a dim memory. And if you fail, remember that many, many men and women who have come before you have become great successes because they have suffered failure. There is no sin in failing. The sin comes in not having done your best. And the sin comes from not committing yourself to try again. So congratulations. We recognize your achievements here tonight. Parents, you have much, too much for which you can be proud, these young people here. Students, again, I implore you to maintain your upward trajectory and make all of us ever prouder of you. Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to introduce our current officers and members of the National Honor Society. NHS President Kelly Ure. Kelly helped with the dodgeball fundraising tournaments, YMCA Learn to Swim program, bicentennial celebration, and is currently involved in planning for the Minithon. NHS Vice President, Alexia Kalman. Alexia helps with Thanksgiving with Friends, the Trick or Trot 5K and Monster Dash, family reading nights, basketball camps, and dodgeball fundraising tournaments. NHS Secretary, Gracie Evelyn Miller. Gracie helps with the Special Olympics, Trick or Trot 5K and Monster Dash, senior citizens luncheons, and stocking trips. NHS Treasurer, Hannah Elizabeth Hess. Hannah helps with the Angel Tree program, family reading nights, and providing companionship to elderly neighbors. Courtney Elizabeth Faye Baker. Courtney helps with the senior citizens luncheons, stocking trips, and the local car wash fundraisers. Charles Archer Brown IV. Charles helps with Vacation Bible School, Friends of the Library book sales, highway cleanups, Bethesda mission trips, and Lycans Fall festivals. Chase Logan Byerly. Chase helps with the Elizabethville Bicentennial Celebration, helps with St. Paul's Urban Folk Day, and the Pillow Fire Company Carnivals. Connor Dietrich. Connor helps with the middle school basketball tournaments, Hoops for Heart, Friends of the Library book sales, dodgeball fundraising tournaments, and the Trick or Trot 5K and Monster Dash. Bailey Dressler. Bailey helps with the elementary basketball program, the Elizabethville Bicentennial Celebration, Friends of the Library book sales. Kaylee Gessner. Kaylee helped with the Elizabethville Bicentennial Celebration. She helps with the Trick or Trot 5K and Monster Dash, and the soccer car washes. Andy Gall. Andy helps with the Trick or Trot 5K and Monster Dash. He participates in school musicals, and he's part of the prom decorating committee. Stephen Henry Hane. Stephen helps with the spaghetti dinner for the school musicals, the dodgeball fundraising tournaments, Gratz food drives, Adopt a Highway, Simeon Lutheran Church Easter egg hunts, and post-prom fundraising. Lauren Diane Harner. Lauren was a Lee Greenwood concert volunteer at the Elizabethville Bicentennial Celebration. She volunteers at the local food bank, and she helps with Friends of the Library book sales. Rachel Louise Huffman. Rachel helps with the senior citizens luncheons, Little Champs cheer camps, and Chinese auction fundraisers. Daisy Jaden Hoover. Daisy helps with the Minithon planning and fundraising, face painting at the Elizabethville Bicentennial Celebration, and spaghetti dinners for the school musicals. Jeffrey Klinger. Jeffrey helps with the local food banks and drives, the Friends of the Library book sales, church-sponsored egg hunts, and Christmas cookie delivery to residents in assisted living facilities. Dylan Lauer. Dylan volunteers at the local food bank, helps coach Little League Baseball, and helps make Easter candy for children. Brendan Miller. Brendan participated in the Governor's Youth Council for Conservation and volunteers for the Ned Smith Center, local libraries, Trinity United Methodist Church, and the FFA he is a member of. Joshua Norris. Joshua volunteers with the Gratz Fire Company, Gratz Historical Society, and is involved in the Hillside Christian Youth Fellowship. Jarrett Rigner. Jarrett volunteers for the Trick or Trot 5K and Monster Dash, and he also helps with fundraisers with the Senior Citizens Luncheon. Elijah Smith. Elijah volunteers for the Bethesda Mission, helps with Vacation Bible School, the baseball and basketball auctions, Senior Citizens Luncheons, and volunteered at Founders Day. James Zielinski. James volunteers for the Friends of the Library book sales and the Trick or Trot 5K and Monster Dash fundraisers.
The white candle standing before me represents the eternal flame of knowledge, while the other 4 candles stand for the 4 qualifications of National Honor Society: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. The light sent forth today will show the way to those who, in the future, will stand here in our place, clearing a path for those to follow.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A true student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education stops only when life itself is done. Knowledge is one element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future.
Service to others gives us the highest form of happiness in this world. Much has been given to us, and much will be expected from us. Service can be expressed in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work without monetary compensation or recognition for the benefit of those in need is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Leadership is demonstrated in many ways. The most outstanding one is to be active in school and community affairs. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on others. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. Without character, one cannot respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. Character guides one through life, and once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. The product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The development of character requires the development of self-control. We must be, in reality, what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as reliability, honesty, and sincerity, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
A candle's but a simple thing. It starts with just a bit of string, yet dipped and dipped with patient hand, it gathers wax upon the strand. until, complete and snowy white, it gives at last a lovely light. Life seems so like that bit of string, each deed we do a simple thing, yet day by day, if on life's strand, we work with patient heart and hand, it gathers joy, make dark days bright, and gives at last a lovely light.
I'd like now to introduce our new inductees. Jared Allen Bingaman, son of Ken and Wendy Bingaman of Elizabethville. He participates in baseball, conservation club, and euchre club, and is a member of the Lycans United Methodist Youth Group, church offering counter, and plays Legion baseball. Jared will attend Messiah College to study accounting. Ryan Bordner, son of Randy Bordner and Josephine Rivera Bordner of Elizabethville. Ryan plays soccer and baseball, participated in PFEW, and is a member of the sewing club. He also participates in Taekwondo, is active in his church, participates in soccer alumni events, and helps his neighbors. Ryan plans to attend one of the state universities to study digital forensics or computer science. Elena Claire Campbell, daughter of Glenn and Lori Campbell of Elizabethville. Elena is a member of the FFA, FCA, Peer Helpers, and she plays softball. She is also an active member of her church youth group, an Awana leader, a Vacation Bible School helper, and she plays piano. She plans to attend college for a career related in the medical field. Emily Nicole Fox, daughter of Brian and Crystal Fox of Elizabethville. Emily is a member of the Student Council and Peer Helpers. She is the class vice president. She plays volleyball and softball. She also volunteered for the Elizabethville Bicentennial Bingo and girls basketball camp. She plans to attend Penn State University to study nursing. Ryan Henninger, son of Michael Henninger and Elaine Henninger of Elizabethville. Ryan participates in the ELCA youth gatherings and is an active member of the St. John's Youth Group. He plans to attend Penn State University to study engineering. Sydney Sarah Hobbs, daughter of Megan and Jeff Zigner of Elizabethville. Sydney participated in school musicals Mary Poppins and Annie, and she is a member of the GSA Club. She plans to attend a state university to study counseling and social work. Caitlin Hoke, daughter of Kevin and Lori Hoke of Elizabethville. Caitlin plays soccer and participates in cheerleading, track and field, and she's a member of FFA. She also participates in community outreach activities at Trinity United Methodist Church and volunteered to help with the Elizabethville Bicentennial activities. She would like to attend Delaware Valley or St. Francis University to study zoological science. Zane King, son of Kristen and Aaron King of Elizabethville. Zane plays baseball and is a member of our help desk. He attended PFEW and helps with football game filming and Elizabethville cleanup days. He also helped with the Elizabethville Bicentennial Bingo. He hopes to attend college to pursue a career in computer science. Leah K. Lenker, daughter of Denny and Lisa Lenker of Gratz. Leah plays volleyball, basketball, and softball. She is the class president and a member of the Student Council, FBLA, and the Trojan Leadership Academy. She is also a member of Simeon Lutheran Church and participates in fish stocking through the Conservation Club. She plans to attend Penn State University to study pre-medicine. Kylie Alexis Lesher, daughter of Sean Lesher and Angela Harriman of Elizabethville. She participates in marching and concert bands, color guard, and is a member of the Safe School Ambassadors. She also helps with church activities and volunteers with the Fisherville Fire Company. She plans to attend Millersville University to study secondary education. Reagan Lee Little, daughter of Jack and Lori Little of Gratz. Reagan is a member of Student Council, FCA, and Peer Helpers. She is secretary of her class. She plays volleyball, basketball, and track. She also teaches Sunday school, participates in her church youth group and community food drives, and volunteered for the Elizabethville Bicentennial activities and girls basketball camp. She plans to attend college to study orthodontia or optometry. Micah Michelle Mosser, daughter of Ashley Mosser and Heath Lewis of Gratz. Micah is a member of FBLA, Conservation Club, and Ski Club, and plays volleyball and softball. She volunteers at the local food bank, serves and makes breakfast at the Ronald McDonald House, and helps with Vacation Bible School. She plans to attend the University of Pittsburgh Johnstown to study physical therapy and sports medicine. Madison Brooke Miller, daughter of Tim and Tina Miller of Elizabethville. Madison plays basketball, softball, and soccer, and is a member of FCA, her church youth group, helped prepare flood buckets and trick-or-treat bags at her church, and she also participates in car wash fundraisers for soccer. She plans to attend a 4-year college to study nursing. Hunter Nelson, son of Joe Nelson and Julie Nelson of Elizabethville. Hunter plays soccer, is a member of FBLA, Conservation Club, and the Sewing Club. He also helps with Special Olympics and soccer alumni events and volunteered for the Elizabethville Bicentennial Bingo. He plans to attend Penn State University to become an orthodontist. James Michael Paul, son of John and Sue Paul of Likens. James wrestles, plays baseball, and is a member of the FFA. He is a church lector, a Santa's Helper volunteer, and helped with the Trick or Trunk. He plans to attend Penn State Harrisburg to study political science. Betty Marie Raup, daughter of Daniel and Lucinda Raup of Dalmatia. Betty is a member of Student Council, Peer Helpers, and FBLA. She participated in the school musicals Mary Poppins and Annie, and she participates in track and field. She is also a member of the Peace Youth Group and Consistory, volunteers for the Dalmatia Kiwanis, attended the Hobie Leadership Conference, and is a lifeguard. Betty plans to attend Penn State University or Elizabethtown College to study nursing. Zachary Thomas Rupp, son of Todd and Julie Rupp of Elizabethville. Zachary plays football, wrestles, and participates in track and field. He also volunteers at Likens Tigers games, elementary wrestling tournaments, and helped at the Elizabethville Bicentennial events. He plans to pursue the U.S. Coast Guard Academy or attend Penn State University to study petroleum engineering. Kaylin Sample, daughter of Sarah Sample and David Paul Jr. of Pillow. Kaylin is a member of our archery team, the pit orchestras, and marching band. She plans to attend Duquesne University or the University of New Haven to study forensic science. Emily Schell, daughter of Marcia and Dan Schell of Likens. Emily is a member of the competition cheerleading, football, and winter cheer teams. She plays softball and is a member of the Spirit Club. She also helps with the Santa Truck, Bible School, church youth activities, and Bethesda mission trips. She plans to attend Penn State University to study elementary education. Haley Alexis Shade, daughter of Kendall Shade and Heather Shade of Elizabethville. Haley is a member of the Yearbook Club, FFA, and participates in the school musicals. She also does home visits, helps with spaghetti dinners, and the church petting zoo run through the FFA and the Halloween parade. She plans to attend college to become a dental hygienist. Jennifer K. Shade, daughter of Scott and Jill Shade of Elizabethville. Jennifer plays soccer, is a member of FCA. She is a member of her church youth group, a Salvation Army bell ringer, and helps collect for Toys for Tots. She plans to attend a 4-year university. Jenna Stoneroad, daughter of Kelly and Matthew Stoneroad of Elizabethville. Jenna plays softball, volleyball, and is a member of the ski club and FBLA. She also helps fill flood buckets and volunteers at her church for their Easter egg hunts and handing out hot cocoa on Halloween. She plans to attend college to study biochemistry. Erin